before, for 37 generation. My boss Sebastiano, it is the 38th generation, but unfortunately today is in Verona with Romeo and Giulia to organize the boat for the Vinizzali, because it's a 4 days, busy days, and you have to go there 1 day before to organize, yeah. And this is the countryside estate of Capponi's family when they spend July and August, these 2 months, because it's a Florentine family that live every single day in Florence town, in front of Ponte Vecchio, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you remember, the first palace is a red palace in front of Ponte Vecchio with a black and white crest at the door. It's Capponi's palace where they live. And this is a countryside estate. They spend 2 months for season because the weather in Greve is better. Because it's better. In summer we have 30 degrees here. In Florence 40. It's because it's humid. Okay. Fortunately in Greve we have 280 meters of altitude and the weather is better. It's better. The estate is 560 acres. Okay. It's from here to Verrazzano Castle. From here to Greve in Chianti. Do you know Greve? Greve, okay. From here to Greve. It's 560 acres. 72 acres vineyards. 22 acres olive trees. The rest is forest. This kind of forest. It's easier. It's not oak. Mediterranean plant, for example. Rosemary, do you know?
Yes.
I think rosemary. Jerusalem sage, it is that we don't use for the cooking class, for example, because it's just for decoration. I have a nice yellow flowers, flower. In the end of the garden we have the Italian sage, and it's you can eat because it's fantastic. Mint, anise, lavender. In this square we plant the tulipani and dahlias flowers that have to start, because we have to wait April, because if we plant in March it's too cold and it's possible to have 2-3 days a month with frost, and is a problem for dahlias flowers. But now it's starting. Sycamore trees, this is the lavender. That the name lavender means lavare, wash, lavare. It's a Roman name, Latin name, and the Roman emperor used the lavender to change the flavor of water in the thermes, because with the water at 30 degrees, if you put inside a little bit of lavender, the water smells so good, smells like lavender. Yeah, it is. And it's not in flowers, but the flower is violet. Violet, yeah. Another week. This is the silent sage. And this is what happened with frost. Because last week we have frost. Look. Fortunately, lavender is in...
It's got a
works every... Yeah, it is. This is the normal leaf, and this is with frost. A big problem. It can be a big problem. In this moment, Chianti Classico look like Ireland. Yeah, green, all green. All green. Classico is not our property. It's not only a vineyard. It's Chianti Classico. Why? Because it's perfectly a mix of 5 elements: olive trees, a cypress, hills, vineyards, and stone house. The stone house that you see everywhere. Why? We can't change the landscape. We can plant a new vineyard. We can plant a new olive trees land. We have to respect this picture. Okay? This is the rules they have to follow here in Chianti Classico. And if you want to for example, to build a new house for your family in Chianti, Greve in Chianti, you can. Because the only possibility is to restore what exists. But you can build new things, new wineries, new house, nothing. Unfortunately for us, for example, because the problem is that the price of everything it's really high. But fortunately, the landscape remained the same for years and years, and we can enjoy this and no traffic, not a lot of cars, just white roads, and we can, for example, change these roads because this is
I like inside the Count's house.
yeah.
Very modern.
No, it's not modern.
It's still.
You can change
You can change the
the
inside.
cottage, but cottage stone house, but you can't change a villa like Calcinaia, for example, because there is a ministers of arts
Okay.
that and you have to follow the rules of these ministers of arts. You can't change completely inside the villas. You have to respect the same architecture.
The
Yeah,
inside of the cottage is.
yeah. In the cottages you can, but outside, no,
So with
nothing.
the Count actually lives there.
We have 3 farmhouses, 3 cottages for customers, for importer, for friends of us that we go or we rent for a week or 5 days, and inside are similar of a house of 3-4 centuries ago. Outside is perfectly the same.
Where does the Count live when he comes here?
No, he works all
Yeah.
day. 7 o'clock he back to Florence.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't actually stay here.
No,
He
because
comes, works
just
for
in
work,
August.
and then
Just in August.
yeah,
And the end of July, August, and the beginning of September.
and he comes to.
Does he like reside
And he
at
stayed in
this?
that cottage, on the top of that.
Oh, okay.
In
Cottage.
Yeah.
So he doesn't actually stay here.
In the villa, there are our worker, the gardener, for example, and the father and mother,
That's a cottage.
93 and 91 years old.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
A cottage, really.
Stagers, university, yes, yeah, 2 female and 2 men that visit us in September and stay with us, and we restore for them this cottage. And in that house we produce Vinsanto del Chianti Classico.
Wow.
Okay, remember this name? I explained to you the process.
Biscotti.
No.
No.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Yeah?
The industrial Vinsanto, yes, with
Yeah.
with Cantucci. This kind of Vinsanto,
No.
no.
Wow.
I prefer with
I love
blue
pork.
cheese. Yeah, the combination. You can try this one.
So like yeah, Sauterne and blue, like French Sauterne is quite nice with blue cheese. And so it's
this is
similar.
similar of Sauterre.
Yeah, Sauterre,
Or Madeira.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the process is for 8 years.
Okay.
Before 2 bubbles. It's really complex. 700 bubbles per season.
Wow.
But I explained to you on the cellar at 20 degrees because now
Yeah.
yeah, we okay. In front of you, the 50% of Calcinaia estate, no? The most important vineyard for us is the top of that hills is named La Fornace. Another important vineyard is in that hills in terrace, but it was better to see from the mountains, also from the hills. But is in terrace and it's named Bastignano. What means? These vineyards are used for our Chianti Classico Grand Reserve. Okay? And then when we try, it's easier to understand. This vineyard is only Merlot and planted in 1967. It's an old vineyard, 50 years old. The same for this 5 line, just this 5 line. The vineyards in front of Villa Calcinaia is our nursery, where we have any different clones of Sangiovese. Why? Because the owner and winemaker too either want to buy from you or from you or from you, because if we buy from different nursery in Tuscany, in 20, in 30 years old, your wine tastes sure differently, because the only possibility for a company is to plant our grape, our Sangiovese, with our DNA. Okay, this is the only possibility to have a wine similar in time, 100, 200 years old, if you like your wine, sure. And this is our nursery. The name is Lake. It's funny because you see white grape, red grape, Malvasia, Canaiolo, Sangiovese, Terol de Gau, Merlot, different grapes. It's interesting. But all companies, all families here have minimum 80% planted in Sangiovese grape. Because to bottles a Chianti Classico wine, in the bottles you have to have minimum 80% Sangiovese. The 20 can be a French grape, Merlot, Cabernet, Syrah, for example, or local red grape, Canaiolo, Mammolo, Ciliegiolo, Colorino, but 80% have to be Sangiovese. Okay, all companies have minimum 80% in Sangiovese if they want to bottle Chianti Classico. Yeah, and the rooster can be in the front, in the label in front of you, or in the back label. Okay, just one, not two. And nothing. This is our own cellar, 1524, 5 centuries. Humidity and temperature in this moment are 65% humidity and temperature is 13 degrees. Okay, the range to age red white wine for a long time is a range of from 12 to 16 degrees and humidity from 60 to 80 without any problem. In this room we have all 2017 red wine, all, totally. Unfortunate for us, because normally we use 2 cellars, one here and one on the first floor, but in 2017 only this one. And 3 types of barrels, 3 types of cask. The name of this is tonneau, 500 liters. It's not tuna, tonneau. It's a French name. The name of this is barrels, barrique, 225, 228 liters. And then big cask of 3,000 and 2,700 liters. Okay? Why? Why? Because the Chianti Classico wine with the black rooster can be Annata, Reserve, or Gran Selezione, Gran Reserve. The Annata wine is at the base of pyramids and use a big cask for 18 months. Then we blend together the wine of 6, 7, 8 of this big cask we blend together in cement vats of 1,000, 30,000 liters, and then we bottle. This is the Chianti Classico Annata. Chianti Classico Reserve is a selection of the best Sangiovese in your property from all vineyards and aged in tonneau for 20, 22 months. Then we blend together in a big cask for 6 months and we bottle. Sorry. In the end, Chianti Classico Gran Reserve, it's a single vineyard. The best for exposition, soil elements, clone of Sangiovese, different elements. Okay, the best that you have is a limited edition. Normally we can bottle more of 2,500 bottle season for harvest. It's 100% Sangiovese grape. On the label you read a name and surname. Vigna Bastignano, Vigna La Fornace, okay? And is aged for 3 years in tonneau. What happened with barrels? We use for grappa, no. We use for our super Tuscan wine. What is? It's a journalist name, okay? Very famous with wine like Masseto, Tignanello, Ornellaia, really famous for this kind of wine. So famous in Ukraine, for example, or in Russia. Yeah, they love this full body red wine. And we produce a super Tuscan too. The name is Casarsa. You can try this one today. It's 100% Merlot. Super Tuscan is a French grape. Merlot, 100%. Made in Tuscany, made in Chianti, and aged in French oak barrels for 2 years minimum, and 2 years in the bottles minimum.
Is that then IGT?
Is an IGT, correct. The OCG is the best
Chianti
appellation for Italian red or white wine. In Tuscany we have 11 DOCG. The others are IGT. Can be better, the wine maybe, but it's not a DOCG Chianti Classico, it's a super Tuscan. And you can try this wine, it's Merlot, it's completely different of a Sangiovese, completely different. And last step, to Vinsanto. Okay, what we have, what kind of wine we produced in this room? Question for you. Do you remember when I said this old house is used for the desert wine name Vinsanto? Okay, because the first step is in a room. The grape have to dry like Amarone.
Amarone,
for 4 months. Then the concentration of sugar is really high. It's 250, 300 grams per liter. Then we take the grapes, soft press, and the sweet wine, amber color, will be aged in these tiny bottles of 40, 60, and 80 liters for 8 years. It's a long process.
What?
That's the one that you want.
Yeah, that's the Vinsanto one. Yeah, that's the one that
That's right.
you dip Canucci into it, right?
Yeah, but in the industrial Vinsanto, yes, I permit. But for this Vinsanto traditional style, 8 years aged from 3 different grapes, Trebbiano, Malvasia, Canaiolo, the best combination is a good cigar. Sure, you can start smoking, no problem. A good cheese, like Gorgonzola, like goat cheese, Roquefort, or just
Foie gras? Maybe
Foie gras
gras.
is too heavy.
Too heavy for it?
Another wine that we
Sauterne
have is
goes on,
perfect.
yeah.
Chenin Blanc,
Ah,
the
yeah,
natural produce
okay.
is perfect.
Foie gras,
This is
a little bit too
and the
much.
full body is more persistent of foie gras food, more persistent. Or you can try with dark chocolate, for example. 70% dark chocolate, and this is fantastic. Or tiramisu. You make the tiramisu without coffee, without. Take the biscuit and mix the Vinsanto with a little bit of water, and the biscuit with Vinsanto, and then we prepare the cream for tiramisu, mascarpone, eggs, and it's perfect. It's a Tuscan tiramisu.
Okay.
It's a Tuscan tiramisu.
How about a Sardinian tiramisu? No, Tuscan one.
Expensive, really expensive Tuscan tiramisu. And nothing. We got taste. Okay.
Can we take one of these?
Sure, you can cork, no? Like this, bigger. But the fermentation is in barrels. And the wine, when the temperature changed, like this moment, for example, we are here and the temperature is 30, when we go out is 25, for example. When the temperature changed, the wine inside fermented. And we have gas, and the pressure inside is higher. And we have to stop the cork with the concrete, with cement. Then when the temperature goes low, the pressure is better, it's not too heavy, no? But if we don't use the concrete, barrels can explode like this. If you see on the wall, no? There is a gust of this sun. Yeah, because 3 or 4 years ago, one barrel explodes. And the liquid inside is just the 60%. The 40% is air, is oxygen. Okay, it's not like a red wine. For the red wine, the barrels have to be full of wine. Okay, for Vinsanto, 60-65%. Yeah.
Now, this sits here for 8 years?
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah.
Do you have?
We now in the bottles we have 2009.
Wow.
Today you try 2009. Today.
So do you guys have another room to house this?
This and this. Stop.
Wow.
Just the 700 bottles per season. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not
It's-
cheap, huh?
No, it's 50. It's 50, but it's the normal price to pay everything. To
Oh,
pay everything. Gran Selezione, okay? Gran Reserve. And here you can read the vineyards. Vigna La Fornace. 900 bottles for harvest. 2015. This is the man that planted in 1975 these vineyards. Okay, on the back label. And it's 100% Sangiovese grape. It's a limited edition. And today you have a nice tasting, interesting tasting. This is the number, La Fornage. Yeah, thank you. Number 6. The rosé is number 2. Number 6 is La Fornage.
I lost you. Number 6. What do you?
It is.
About this one.
Yeah, it is.
What?
It's a Chianti Classico Gran Selezione. It's the last step of Chianti Classico.
So what does number 6 mean?
Just
What number 6 of this list? For the list, yes, you have a list.
Gotcha,
It is.
gotcha.
Number 6.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Number 6. Just to understand, it's our oldest vineyard in Calcinaia State, planted in 1959, and it is the number 8 of the list. It's another wine, 100% Sangiovese grape, 2015, aged 3 years, another limited edition, 900 bottles. Taste this. And it's another Chianti Classico Gran Selezione. We have